It was the kind of night you could feel something was wrong, long before the first screams echoed through Mabali. The sky had darkened earlier than usual, and the air felt thick, like it was holding its breath. The elders had warned the villagers, but no one listened, and now Mabali would pay the price. This is the story of what happened to us, of how we, out of greed and arrogance, brought a curse upon ourselves. It started years ago when a group of powerful traders came to our village with promises of wealth. Mabale had always been a poor village, tucked away in the heart of the African savannah. Our lands were fertile, but we had little to show for it. The traders told us of a way to bring prosperity, something they claimed would change our lives forever. All we had to do was perform a ritual under the new moon and offer something valuable to the spirits who ruled over our village. The elders protested. They said the spirit had protected our village for generations and no good could come from dealing with dark forces. But we were desperate. We wanted the gold, the riches, the power. So we ignored the elders' warnings and went ahead with the ritual. The night we performed the ceremony, the air turned bitter cold, the ground trembled beneath our feet, and the sky seemed to crack open, revealing the deepest blackness. We sacrificed a goat, and the traders handed us an ornate stone pendant, claiming it would grant us the power to control the land, the rain, and even the very spirits themselves. At first, nothing seemed different. The rain came, our crops flourished, and the traders kept their word. The village prospered, but as the years passed, something else began to change. People started behaving strangely. Neighbors who had once been kind were aggressive, arguing over land, money, and food. The village felt off, and then the first sign of the curse came. One evening, the skies darkened earlier than usual, and a thick fog rolled in from the forest. The elders gathered around the fire, whispering about ancient legend. They spoke of a spirit called Mugisha, a powerful being who protected the land, but only as long as the people respected the balance. The villagers had disturbed the balance, and Mugisha was coming for us. I thought it was just an old legend, something to scare children. But the next morning, our livestock were found dead, eyes wide, frozen in terror. The field that had once flourished turned barren overnight. Desperation set in. We tried to undo the ritual, but it was too late. The pendants we had received from the traders, the one we thought would protect us, began to glow with a sickly green light. The night the first scream was heard, it was Amina, the young girl who had always been full of life. When they found her, she was unrecognizable. Her body twisted and contorted, her eyes wide open in terror. The elders were silent, their faces pale. They knew what was coming. And then the rain started, but they weren't the gentle showers we were used to. This rain came in torrents, flooding the village with a violent fury. It wasn't water, it was blood. The village fell into chaos. People ran, screaming, their minds unraveling as the earth beneath them cracked open. Buildings were swallowed whole, and the ground split, opening into deep chasms that seemed to go on forever. From those cracks, a figure emerged, a tall dark shape with glowing red eyes, holding a staff made of bones. Mugisha had come. The curse was real. We had awakened something we couldn't control. By the time the traders returned, it was too late. They found nothing but destruction. The once thriving village was reduced to a graveyard. There were no survivors. The curse had claimed us all. But the story doesn't end there. In the darkness of the forest, a pendant still pulses with the same sickly green light. It's said that anyone who dares to enter Mabali now will hear whispers on the wind, voices of the lost souls begging for release, and some say the traders are still out there looking for another village to deceive. Mabale is gone, but its curse lingers, and those who forget the old ways may find themselves next. What happened to Mabale can happen to anyone. We were blinded by greed, and now we are forgotten.